to get free.
I could have escaped anytime, but I thought I'd stick around to keep an eye on you clowns.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Batman outwitted his opponents.
I want you to remember that. I wanted to remind you to stay out of my way. In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
Number 10, Stalemating Darkseid, Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. From a power standpoint, Batman wouldn't be able to match the ruler of Apocalypse in a straight fist fight, but the Dark Knight can match the big bad in brains.
Your armory, the Hellspores, they've been activated.
Impossible. The arming code is encrypted.
I broke the code and reprogrammed them.
In Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman go to Apocalypse to free Supergirl. While Clark battles his brainwashed cousin, Bruce faces Darkseid. Instead of immediately dying, Batman reveals his master plan. He prepared to blow up Apocalypse if Darkseid didn't yield to the hero's demands.
Here's the deal. Release the girl, and give your word you'll leave her alone.
After the big bad has a little tantrum and beats on Bat, the villain eventually concedes and allows Kara to leave. In one fell swoop, the Dark Knight's tactics granted a heroine freedom and earned respect from Darkseid.
Well played.
Number 9, Clown Confusion, The Dark Knight. While the Joker is trying to make the passengers on two ferries blow each other up, Batman tries to stop the clown. When the Dark Knight swoops into the villain's hiding place, he sees masked henchmen and hostages. Batman quickly deduces that innocent people have actually been dressed up as goons.
Fox, the SWATs are targeting the wrong people. The clowns are the hostages.
Since a SWAT team was on the way to the same hideout, the Dark Knight had to think quickly to save the hostages. Batman uses brilliant strategy, gadgets, and physical skills to keep the SWAT team from executing anyone.
Step away from the edge!
His timely intervention brought time until the police realized who the real hostages were. You can definitely add multi-tasker under Batman's superpowers on his wiki.
Be advised, clowns are hostages, doctors are targets.
Number 8, Poker Face, Batman the Animated Series. During the Almost Got 'Em episode, famous members of the Dark Knight's Rogue Gallery are playing poker. As the game goes on, they each tell a tale of a time they nearly bested Batman. Most tales are well received, but Killer Croc's epic story is dismissed.
I threw a rock at him!
Later on, the animal-themed villain asks a pointed question about what happened to Catwoman in Joker's story. Shortly after the odd query, Killer Croc attacks the clown. It's then revealed that the skelly villain was actually Batman in disguise.
You're not getting out of this one. Maybe.
Furthermore, the Dark Knight filled the poker room with undercover agents to catch all the villains. Batman's tactics also allowed him to get vital information about Catwoman and save her life. His poker game was just full of smart moves.
Thanks for coming after me.
I owed you.
Number 7, Ra's al Ghul, Batman Begins.
To conquer fear, you must become fear. You must bask in the fear of other men.
During a test for the League of Assassins, Bruce must try to find and defeat Ra's al Ghul while the villain hides amongst a group of ninjas. To make matters more difficult, the future Batman had to accomplish that task after inhaling fear toxin. And things seemed to go from bad to worse when Bruce's arm was cut by a sword.
Master your senses.
However, he turned a disadvantage into a winning move. Bruce quickly inflicted the same energy he suffered onto several ninjas. As a result, Ra's grabbed a random henchman that he believed to be the wounded Bruce.
You cannot leave any sign.
The Gotham man used that opening to win the day. This moment showcased that he knew how to use League of Shadows tactics in brilliant ways. Number 6, breaking Superman's brainwashing, Batman Hush.
Tell me you have a plan.
Yes. Run.
Batman has fought Superman on quite a few occasions. While the Dark Knight usually brings along a fancy suit, he managed to get over on the Man of Steel with a lot less in Hush. When a brainwashed Superman attacks, Batman and his ally Catwoman retreat into lead-lined sewers. The Dark Knight then attacks the Man of Steel with kryptonite knuckles. As the final resort, Bruce has Catwoman hold Lois hostage.
get control, you can save her. It's your choice, not Ivy's.
When the threatening image doesn't affect Soups, the thief throws the reporter off the side of a building. The drastic action fortunately breaks Superman's brainwashing. Although Catwoman's throw wasn't part of the original plan, Batman still deserves credit for coming up with a way to stop the Kryptonian without force.
You weren't supposed to throw Lois off the roof.
Is this your code again?
Number 5. Tricking a New God. JLA Volume 1, Issue 14. The New God Metron is a physical and mental powerhouse. With help from his Mobius chair, he can traverse time and space to seek information he craves.
Behold the Source Wall. Behind it is the single greatest secret of the universe.
In the comic JLA, Batman tells Metron that the death of humanity would cause knowledge to be lost. When asked to clarify, Bruce says the villain will never know what it's like to be human. Metron defies the hero by turning mortal. Batman uses that opportunity to punch the now human antagonist in the face. Additionally, the hero covers the chair in a hypnotic agent so his allies can use Metron and the chair to save the day. Batman is truly a master at mind games.
I relent. I will give you what you've asked for.
Number 4. Winning without moving a muscle. Justice League.
Wakey, wakey, Batman.
If Batman's securely restrained, there's nothing he could possibly do to hinder your plans, right? Well, you're wrong. The villains learned that the hard way during the Justice League series. After Lex formed the Injustice Gang with other baddies, they ambushed and captured Batman. While captive, the Dark Knight manipulates the villains so they turn against each other. Batman is also able to seduce Cheetah without moving a muscle.
Too much curiosity can be dangerous.
Maybe I like danger.
Do you?
Try me.
And when the hero tricks Grundy into getting water, Bruce uses the liquid to short out the machine, preventing him from reaching his allies. Batman's actions eventually cause the villains to turn on each other. The Dark Knight might be more of a danger tied up than some supers are when they are fully mobile.
You're despicable.
Number 3. Catching Firefly in a crooked corporation. The Batman. Bruce Wayne was having a rough time. As Batman, he was being outclassed by an arsonist named Firefly who attacked corporate buildings. Meanwhile, Bruce lost a contract to a hospital his dad supported to, GothCorp. But things turned around when he realized that GothCorp was actually hiring Firefly to sabotage businesses.
Well, so the bat has wings.
Batman sets up a trap to lure the arsonist into Wayne Industries. When they fight, the Dark Knight uses everything he learned from previous fights to defeat Firefly.
No one touches me. In the sky.
Batman then leaves the arsonist for the police with evidence that GothCorp was crooked. Bruce's genius preparation allowed him to take down 2 enemies with the same stone.
I like to think there's more to me than a good-looking tie.
Number 2. Defeating and Deceiving Supes. Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Whether you read the Dark Knight Returns comic or watch the animated adaptation, you'll see one of the most intelligent gambits Bruce has ever pulled off.
You know what my orders are.
Your orders?
When Superman is asked to face an elderly Batman, it seems like the Kryptonian will win. But Bruce quickly evens the odds with a multi-step plan. Thanks to a mech suit, tank, and kryptonite arrow, Batman is able to win a one-on-one duel.
What are you doing? Do you want me to kill you?
Oh, you're not going to kill me. Now!
But the triumph seems short-lived when Bruce had a heart attack and died. However, it's later revealed that Batman faked his own demise so well that it even fooled Superman for a while. Bruce's incredible strategic brain showed it was possible for a human to beat the Man of Steel.
I spent 10 years looking for a good death. This'll be a good life.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Cold and calculated. Batman Arkham City.
Impressive, Batman. I doubted you would actually return.
I'm a man of my word, Victor. You should know that by now.
The best way to experience what it feels like to outsmart a villain as the Cape Crusader would be to play through the Dr. Freeze boss battle in 2011's Batman Arkham City. This fight can't be won by punching alone. Batman, and by extension the player, is encouraged to think out of the box to inflict damage. And since the same tactic won't work twice, the Dark Knight has to come up with a variety of ways to hurt Victor.
Do you really think I will allow that? No!
This boss battle quickly became iconic within the series because it forced the player to carefully consider each and every move. After winning the fight, the player is bound to feel like the world's greatest detective.
I promise you, Victor, I will find Nora.
Which brainy Batman moment impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments down below.
Batman has no limits.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.